Alta is a California soul food restaurant that we started in 2018. I grew up in Watts, and I know this area, this community, and like it just wrapped around me. I was able to work with different chefs and different styles of cooking, different levels of cooking. And so I always had this idea of taking soul food and elevating it. Soul food for me, I always envision back to the creators of soul food, which is my enslaved ancestors. And it's like a hard day in the field. Then at the end of the night, they come together, right? And in that coming together, there's love, there's music, there's fire, right? And they creating these dishes from remnants of love with the intent to nourish, sustain, and feed his soul, and carry him over. That's soulful, right? It's the intent behind it. That's what we do here. We create food out of love, to sustain, to nourish, to feed the soul of everybody that come in here. With that being our model for soul food, we use ingredients that follows the diasporas from West Africa to California. And in doing that, we brought this food to another level, made it more clean, more healthy.
A lot of customers gave us feedback that this is the place they've been waiting for. They didn't know they were waiting for. It's like one of those things that once you do it, they're like, well, where was this all my life, you know?
Gwen and I met in 2015. Actually, I came home from prison in 2014. She came home from prison in 2015. We both landed in Local, and then unfortunately Local closed, but it was right around the time that Daniel and I was opening here. So of course, we brought her over. She came here, shined and took over. She is now the chef de cuisine. Just about everything I create, she makes it better, right? So it's like, so she makes me better, in a sense, right? And we just had that relationship.
You know, we have an African-American chef, we have a Black sommelier. You know, we just want to highlight African-American wine producers in this shop. It has to be good, you know, it has to be really good wine that fits within the quality of the restaurant that we are.
Literally, it took us a year to find our groove, to be able to actually like make money.
Make a profit.
and
then
like
COVID hit.
And then boom. We're lucky we have a patio. So we feel comfortable doing outside, but we still don't let customers in the restaurant.
And that first serving was, it was a hopeful moment. It was that moment of hope that things will heal and come back around. When you pay somebody $2-3 an hour and count on their tips to balance the pay rate, it's just so unfair. Because for one, you're basing being able to pay your bills off the generosity of somebody else. And then it just put women, men, anybody in uncomfortable situations.
So one huge thing that can come out of this time that would be amazing would be to rethink how we spend our money on feeding people in need and feeding people who are in an institutional setting. So the mission of High Road Kitchen is, during this time, obviously, to feed people in need, to provide some jobs, but then also to do it within a framework that might indicate some possible paths of evolution of the industry. So the requirement is to participate, that they have to pay at least $15 an hour, and also to participate in the racial equity program that we helped develop. But as to the future of restaurants, I mean, I don't think anyone knows.
And if they do, please call me.
Right.
The meaning of restaurant is to restore, right?
That's right.
We want to like encourage that we play our part in restoring the community, restoring the neighborhoods, you know? And our role is to feed people.